If you want to make six figures, selling AI is easier than ever. But this period of time where we can actually make money from AI before it becomes very saturated is becoming a smaller and smaller window. And so by the end of this video, you're going to learn the exact process that you can use to start selling AI to business today to start making $10,000 per month or more and replace your 9 to 5. But first, let's take a look at what you're currently at.
You've built your own AI, but you don't know how to sell it. Stop building tools that collect dust. Start deploying infrastructure that collects revenue. This is the AI Sales Academy. Your plug-and-play business starts now.
Right. Everyone thinks about six figures. I want to make six figures in a job, and I want to make six figures to feel comfortable. And don't get me wrong, that's a great goal. But as soon as you make money, six figures is just a destination, right? The process, the person that become is much more important. Because most people now, they have a lot of information. They use ChatGPT and find information and they think they're a genius. But you just learn how to use AI. But how do we use AI to our advantage and actually sell them to businesses? Because anyone can just go to these tools and use the software and get the information. But the people who actually make money with AI, they're the ones that actually can take action and actually sell it. The people who actually have sales skills are the people who actually are going to be able to leverage AI, leverage the information, and turn it into dollars in the pocket, right? So currently, in your current job, you only make money based on a couple of things. It's purely based on your current skill. You have an hourly pay based on your current skill. You get a raise based on your responsibility that you have in your company. And you get a bonus based on performance. So if you're not doing so well, not kissing ass and doing compliments, you don't get your bonus, right? You didn't hit your quota that they determined for you, you don't get a bonus, right? If your skill isn't there, you don't get paid more. And if you aren't taking responsibility, you're not being a leader, you don't get paid more. So your current job, all of the money that you make is determined by another person, giving you arbitrary metrics based on your responsibility, your skill, and your performance. Why would you let someone else determine how much money you make, right? And really, these are the three levers that you can pull. You can kiss ass, do more work and accept more responsibility. But as you make more money, let's say you do all these things, you have more responsibility, takes up more of your time, you're more stressed, probably think about work when you get home, or maybe even stay overtime, and you're just trading time for money. Throughout this entire process, you just trade more time for money. And probably is more emotionally and mentally intensive as well, right? So what happens when you have more responsibility? You manage more people, it's more stress, right? What happens when you have more skills? You learn more skills, you probably just work more hours because you got to work more hours to learn the skills, right? And what happens when you have a performance base? You just kiss ass and deal with office politics, right? But what if there's another way, right? Is you aren't starting off from zero because you have a job and you probably have, I hope, some sort of skill, right? And if you really want to get this process dumbed down and you want to work with a program that will allow you to make $10,000 per month in the next 90 days, book a call with us below at AI Sales Academy. And we're going to see if you're good at put to work together. But back to doing it yourself. You probably have a skill of some sort, right? I hope. Maybe you're a videographer, you're good at waiting tables, you probably have some sort of skill. Even if you are not in a high skilled job, you probably speak to people and you hopefully have some people skills, right? So maybe you have some people skills. Or for me, when I started I was a videographer. So I knew how to operate a camera. All right, I was good at creating video content. That was my skill. But now, in order to make money, you can't just make money from the skill and just be a job or a freelancer. You need to turn it into a service. Like, what result can businesses get from your skill? So what you need to now is turn your skill into a service, right? Okay, like if I can create videos, it'll show up organically on their social media, or it can show up on their paid ads, video content. So that's a service. And that's something tangible that they can get, right? But now, if I just continue this as a service, I'm still a slave to the process, right? So now I need to automate it. So now with AI, with all the information in the world, you need to learn how to use these platforms like NNA, Make, Agent, Captions AI. You need to automate the service so you're not stuck fulfilling it every single time by yourself. And then from here, most important part is you need to learn how to sell. Because if you do all these things, you have a skill and you can automate, so you don't have to do the fulfillment, but then you can't convince anyone to do it there's absolutely no point. So you need to be able to sell. In order to replace your 9 to 5, make 6 figures per year, all you need, you just charge $5,000 per client, and you work with them for 3 months minimum to have a higher LTV. You just need 20 clients. Essentially, you just need to close 2 clients per month. You just have to have enough conversations with business owners so you convince 2 of them to work with you per month, and you'll make 6 figures per year. And if you think about it, I'm obviously painting this as simpler than it is, but think about the person that you become going through this process. You have the skills, you turn it into a service. The service is just the offer creation. The automation, yes, you have to learn, but you can do that within 30 days. But what you really need to learn is how to sell. Is currently at your job, you can't sell and you can't automate. You're really stuck doing fulfillment. But if you learn how to sell and you learn how to automate, you're going to be able to make $10,000 per month and be able to make 6 figures with AI in your business. And again, if you want to skip all the guesswork and work with a team that will get you to $10,000 per month or more in the next 90 days, book a call with us below for AI Sales Academy.